Hayes and Lehman Volleyball dominate the headlines while both football teams prepare for the battle at the Bob. And cross country is halfway through the season. How are those teams faring? I'm Moses Leos, and this is your Hayes Free Press Sports Roundup. We start on the volleyball court where Hayes and Lehman continue their trek through district. The Lady Lobos on Friday traveled to Schertz Clemens where they were defeated in straight sets. On Tuesday night, they tried to rebound on the road at Seguin. It started well enough for Lehman as they pulled out to a 9-8 lead in the first set. However, Seguin's offense turned on the Jets, outscoring Lehman 67-27 in the final 2.5 sets to claim a straight set victory. Seguin's McKaylee Franklin led all players with 10 kills, while on the Lehman side, senior Aaliyah Eskridge led Lehman with 5 kills as well. Ophelia Negrete had 6 digs on the night. The Lobos now fall to 0-4 in district play. Last Friday, the Hayes Rebels hosted perennial powerhouse Alamo Heights, who at the time were state ranked. The Lady Mules showcased their capability, defeating Hayes in straight sets, with Hayes dropping each set by 9 or more points. Shannon Park led the Rebel effort with 11 kills. Against Alamo Heights, the Lady Rebels did not have senior Sydney Peridot at 100%. She was still nursing an injury suffered a few weeks ago. On Tuesday night, Peridot was back at 100% and showcased it in a straight set win over Schertz Clemens. She led the team with 21 kills and 18 digs. Hayes has now pulled even at 2-2 in 27 4A play. And so it now all culminates to the highly anticipated Hayes-Lehman matchup on Friday night. The match will be played at Lobo Gym and is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Unlike their volleyball counterparts, both the Hayes and Lehman football teams have had a long week to wait for their matchup at Bob Sheldon Stadium. But the wait is almost over. On Friday night, both Hayes and Lehman will face off for the 8th time in Hayes CISD history. Both teams are eagerly preparing for the matchup. Yet, both head coaches, Neil LaHue at Hayes and Todd Raymond at Lehman, stress the need to see this more than just a rivalry game. It is also the district opener for both squads. That was the tone taken by the quarterbacks of each squad. Hayes' Hayden Cagle said, quote, "We are preparing like it's a new season," and it is, because it's 0-0 for every team in the district right now. We are just trying to start District 1-0. Lehman's Jeremy Schilleb held similar thoughts, saying, quote, "The team is focused and working hard in practice to get prepared for Friday. Everyone is really excited and ready to start District this week and play Hayes." For a more in-depth look into the Hayes-Lehman matchup, be sure to pick up our Rivals edition in this week's edition of the Hayes Free Press. Finally, both Hayes and Lehman cross-country teams are halfway done with their seasons, and both are working hard toward the district meet, which is on October 24th. At Hayes, they are working under first-year head coach Matt Wilkie, who took over for Cliff Buckley, who stepped down over the summer. Both the boys and the girls team have done very well thus far, with the boys team winning the Burnett Relays and the girls posting a 2nd and 3rd place finish at the Lockhart meet. Individually, Esteban Villapando and Esme Fuentes have anchored the team this season. At Lehman, Jay Sansom is working through a youth movement this year. Even so, the team continues to work hard. Both the boys and girls teams posted a strong finish at the San Marcos cross country meet earlier this season, finishing in 5th place. On the individual side, the individual side has seen Nick Whitcop become one of the lead runners on the boys team. On the girls side, Shamar Woods, Presley Bailey, and Ophelia Negrete have taken the reins as leaders. For a more in-depth look into all of these stories, along with a photo of the Hayes Fusion 2 girls U14 D1 team, and a full story on our Athlete of the Week, Nick Whitcop, be sure to pick up this week's edition of the Hayes Free Press, or read the stories online at www.hayesfreepress.com. You can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. For the Sports Roundup, I'm Moses Leos.